On my way.
Welcome to Knit Together with Kim and Jonna. I'm Jonna, and this is a catch-up episode. So if you're new here, I suggest you go to our channel and watch one of our numbered episodes, because those are more typical knitting podcast episodes, where we show our FOs and our whips and acquisitions and things like that. These episodes, usually just one of us is here, and they're a little bit more topical. So you're welcome to stick around. But if you want to see what Knit Together with Kim and Jonna is all about, I suggest you go back and look at one of our more traditional episodes. So this is a channel mostly about knitting. There's a little bit of sewing. There's sometimes book recommendations and other crafty things that we get up to. But that leads me into what I'm wearing, which is a me-made dress. It's my absolute most favorite pattern, my most worn dress, I think. I have two of them, and they're in these really lightweight cotton, Indian cotton block print fabric that I got online. And it's a great pattern. I'd say it's beginner friendly, super easy to wear. Feels like I'm, wearing nothing. And here in Texas today, it's overcast. It's still in the 80-degree range, which must be like high 20 degrees Celsius, 25, 26, I'm not sure. But it's super humid today. So, it's definitely warm. Teddy is getting groomed at a new place, kind of just down the street around the corner. So fingers crossed. He doesn't love being groomed, but we won't have any barking. So that's good. So, as you may or may not know, I started a little series called Things the Pattern Doesn't Tell You. Now, I've been knitting for 5 or 6 years, and these are all kind of things that I've picked up along the way, things that maybe more experienced knitters have shared with me, things I've picked up in certain patterns, or just, my thoughts about, hey, how can I make this better? So, my tip for you today is, before you start the ribbing on your sweater, on a top-down sweater, or the ribbing on the cuffs or the ribbing on the body, always switch to the cuff, to the ribbing gauge needle. So in this case, I'm knitting the Monday sweater by Petite Knit. And you can see it's a top-down raglan. It's got this nice folded double collar. I will talk about this more in a regular episode, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But it reminded me when it came time to do the ribbing. I don't know what you can see or what you can't see, actually. This is my first time having the camera flipped. So I'm forced to look at the camera itself instead of at myself, which means you're always looking kind of off center. So anyway, forgive me for holding things up. I'll have Kim insert a picture for me. Kim does all of our editing, thank goodness. So this is the Monday sweater by Petite Knit. Top-down raglan, super beginner friendly. And I'm at the point where I'm going to start the ribbing for the body. And I went down to the ribbing size needle, which is a US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter. The body was knit on a US 6, which is a 4 millimeter needle. I have run across this once in an Isabel Kramer pattern, I believe. She suggested you go down to the ribbing size needle, knit one round, and then start your ribbing. And it just makes that transition between stockinette and ribbing a little bit more pleasing to me. I don't know if that's picky or what, but I think it makes a difference. I think that makes that transition a little bit smoother. Yeah, so that is my tip for things that the pattern doesn't tell you. I will mention that this is knit out of Laine du Nord merino yak. It's got, I didn't know this at the time. It does have alpaca in it, 70% wool, 15% alpaca, and 15% yak. It's definitely fuzzy and hairy. I am enjoying it. It's knitting up really nicely. It's nice that I'm only holding one strand of yarn instead of two. My gauge is a little off. It's going to be a big sweater, but that's okay. I don't know why I chose the size I did, but I'll go into detail in a regular episode. But so far, one of my favorite things is this 3-stitch raglan. So I'm really enjoying that. I think it's really, really pretty. And I think all the lumps and bumps are going to block out. So I'm excited to wear this. Probably won't be able to wear it until fall of this year, but that's okay. I'll be in Vermont, so it'll be nice and chilly. And yeah, so if you have any, I don't know, things the pattern doesn't tell you, I'd love to hear them. Also, your experience about going down to the ribbing size needle. Yeah, so let me know. Thank you for joining us. And like I said, go check us out on our other episodes, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hopefully that recorded.